We lack lots of things. We need more goals. Until the end of the season, it will be like this. That was the damning verdict of Rúben Amorim after Manchester United were beaten at home by Wolves, thanks to Pablo Sarabia's fantastic free kick. United's 8th home defeat, 15th in the league.
We say to the fans the truth, that we lack a lot of things in our team. That we miss chances, that if we don't score goals, we are not going to win. And we have a lot to do and to focus on improving the team and understanding until the end of the league is going to be like this, and then we need to do something. It's a team thing. Of course, we have an idea what this team needs, but also the guys, we play with at least 3 guys in front so they can score goals. We play the midfielders that can reach, and you see it today in the game. So all the team needs to score more goals, and you have opportunities with the midfielders, with the striker. We need to improve as a team, because if you don't score goals in this league, it's impossible to win games.
I'm trying to think of the right word, Sue, for this. Lackluster, I think, is suitable word for their performance here. Do you give them any leeway considering what went on Thursday night?
Well, I think it was certainly a contrast to what happened on Thursday night, where I thought the first half performance on Thursday night was probably one of the best I've seen them play. They then nearly let it slip, and then obviously all the drama at the end where they went and won it, and we were praising their character and their fight to get themselves through to the next round. You just think, you look at Manchester United, the position that they're in the league, how big a club they are globally. They shouldn't be in that. Is it 15th defeat of the season? And I know that wasn't all under Amorim, but that just isn't good enough for a club of Manchester United's stature. And I know that Amorim's made it clear that the Europa League is something that he's focusing on, obviously rotating and playing some of the younger players. But you just think it's a fine balance, that you still need that momentum going into that game, need that confidence going into the game. So, yeah, again, another sort of disappointing result, shall I say.
Yeah. Rúben Amorim said he'll certainly prioritise the Europa League. Saw 5 changes to the starting lineup, including a Premier League debut, Tyler Fredrickson, and just a second start for 18-year-old Harry Amas. Is he right to do this? You were talking about Saka maybe dropping out of Arsenal, giving him a break to concentrate on PSG. Is Amorim right to just go, well, we're not going to get relegated, so...
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different in this game because you've got extra time, so there's more... It's harder on your legs, it takes a lot out of you, so he had to change things. But if you're changing Saka out, you're bringing in Waneri. Now, yes, he's a youngster, but he's a very exciting youngster. He has to blood youngsters, he has to give them an opportunity. And I think at the moment, Man United fans will be delighted to see youngsters playing and feel like they were probably the 2 better players on the pitch yesterday. And that's what they want to see more of. People who are desperate to play in the Man United shirt and give everything they can. Now, maybe if the quality isn't there, they'll accept that to start with because they are youngsters and they get given a chance. But let's not go away from... This has been a diabolical season for Man United. Absolutely atrocious. I mean, the concern is where does it get better and how does it get better? Because there's no value within the squad to go and sell players. And about 2 months ago, Sir Jim Ratcliffe came out and said they were running out of money to pay wages. So where is this going to get sorted from? I can't wait to see what happens in the summer, if they find some money miraculously from somewhere, or are they just banking everything on winning that Europa League and trying to get in the Champions League, and suddenly there's a sort of £170 million cheque on the way, and that will get them out of trouble.
Because that's the thing, isn't it? Because we keep saying that Manchester United need players. If they're going to play Amorim's way, they need to bring in players to be able to do that. But to do that, you've got to obviously get rid of some of the players that are already in the squad, or, like you say, win the Europa League and qualify for the Champions League, which then recruitment then becomes that little bit easier, doesn't it? But it's tough. It is a tough sort of moment, and that is the reason that I think Amorim is making sure or hoping that he can progress and win that competition.
Yeah, and you challenged me to come up with another stat on a
go on.
Monday morning for you, didn't you?
Yeah, got one.
They scored 3 times the number of goals in 7 minutes on Thursday than they have done in the last 4 Premier League games. Scored 3 in the last 7 minutes. 1 goal, and that was in a 4-1 defeat.
Wow.
Striker is what they need. The most expensive commodity, though, is it?
Yeah, it is. I feel for Højlund a bit because he is struggling for form and really finding things difficult. But he's not got men around him. Them 2 number 10 positions are specialist positions if you're going to get people in those positions to help you out as well. But listen, I could go through every position at United at the moment and probably say they need a player within it, because that's that's why they are where they are at the moment. And just to go back to the other point about value in the squad, the only player that has value in the squad is Bruno Fernandes. You're going to sell him. If you want to raise money, he's the only player who looks like he's going to score a goal or be able to change a game.
I know Garnacho's exciting, but I just think his end product at times...
Yeah, he's youthful, isn't he? Yeah. But if you're going to make money, then you're going to have to sell another homegrown player that gets full profit on him. So Garnacho has a little bit of value in him. But apart from that, you look at the other players and you think, well, who would take them for starters? I mean, I have a little pop at Bruno because I think off the ball he doesn't really give you as much as you'd like from a midfielder. But there's no doubt in on the ball going forward, he's the player that so often they've had to turn to produce a moment of magic.
Manchester United manager Rúben Amorim has called for unity and resilience after his side's frustrating 1-0 defeat to Wolves at Old Trafford on Sunday, a result that further dampens United's push for European qualification. Despite dominating large portions of the game and creating several clear-cut chances, United failed to find the back of the net, a familiar story this season under Amorim. In his post-match interview, the Portuguese coach refused to single out any individual players, choosing instead to focus on the team's collective inability to convert opportunities into goals. "It's not about individuals," Amorim told reporters. "We're creating chances, we're doing the right things, but the ball just isn't going in. It's incredibly frustrating because the effort is there, but the luck in front of goal is not." United were left to rue multiple missed opportunities, including efforts from Bruno Fernandes, while Wolves made their moment count with a clinical strike midway through the second half. Amorim's team have now gone 3 games without a win at home, and the pressure is beginning to mount as questions swirl around both the attack's lack of cutting edge and the team's overall consistency. "We work on finishing every day," Amorim added. "But sometimes it's just a matter of confidence, and confidence comes with goals. The only solution is to keep working and to keep believing." While Amorim maintained a calm and focused tone, fans are growing restless with United's inability to capitalize on chances in key fixtures. With the season reaching its critical phase and a Europa League semi-final place still up for grabs, United must rediscover their scoring touch, and fast. As calls grow louder for more urgency and decisiveness in front of goal, Amorim continues to back his squad publicly, urging supporters to remain patient and united. "This is Manchester United," he said. "We don't give up. We fight through the hard times together."